Hello my friends, Ahsoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse. Just Bane. Look at that side of the box. No subtitle needed here. This is just Bane, and man, look at the back art. Brutal. Really love the artwork they chose for the back of the box. So here he is. Here's Bane. And man, this guy is really big. This is a mega fig, guys. A mega fig. So I picked this up from the McFarlane's online toy store, which I've been buying a lot of my McFarlane figures recently. They, again, ship out really fast. A little pricey on the shipping. You have to spend like $8 to ship items, so try to combine shipping. But, man, they get them out lightning fast. So here he is. And, man, doesn't it feel like we're getting a new McFarlane figure like every day? It's insane how many figures they are releasing. Hopefully in the next few weeks they'll slow down a little bit. I could use a breather. My wallet could use a breather because it adds up. So anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about this magnificent figure. So as you can see, here he is in his huge packaging. And man, it's a lot of packaging for this figure, but there he is. So yeah, it doesn't look like he's based on a specific incarnation of Bane. I don't remember him wearing this specific outfit in the comics. Maybe he did. He's been in a lot of comics, so maybe it's in one I missed. But this kind of looks like very Nightfall-esque, but yet kind of modern. Definitely the McFarlane twist is in effect here, and I'm loving it. This figure looks amazing. So without further ado, let's free him from his plastic confined, and let's take a look at him in hand. Alright my friends, so here is Bane outside of the packaging. And wow, what a tremendous figure. So let's bring it a little bit closer here. So here he is, and he looks fantastic. The sculpt is just excellent. Again, I don't think this is based on one specific look from the comics. It looks like it's kind of like what DC Essentials used to do, sort of like an amalgamation of like his most essential look, and I love it. I mean, it retains all the key ingredients for a great Bane figure. The mask is on point. This is like a traditional Bane Nightfall mask. Love that it's very classic looking yet modern. Love the tubes coming from the mask into his little Venom compartment here. Love that it's feeding into his arm here. Looks awesome. Love the straps across his chest. Very ridiculous, very 90s. Love that. And under the straps, this looks like definitely more of a traditional Bane outfit under these straps. Like, underneath this looks very traditional. These straps really can't be removed. They're like either glued on here really well, or they look like they're actually sculpted in to the chest. So you can't really remove those from what I'm seeing here, but I don't really want to anyway. So there he is. There is Bane. Love the skin tones. Love the veininess of the figure. He's roided out to the max. So he is a beefy figure. As far as articulation goes, you know, typical McFarlane articulation. Feels a little limited though, just because he's so muscular. You can't really get that crazy with him. But you could definitely, I mean, he comes ready to hold up Batman, so he's ready to go there. So that's the important part. No chest articulation to speak of as far as the ab crunch. That's all one solid piece there. There's the legs and the knees, the toe articulation. Then the head, you don't have much range of motion with the head, really. Like, you can move him around a bit. I don't want to move him around too much, just because I don't want to rip any of the tubes coming into the back of his neck. But, you know, again, overall, the sculpt is just so fantastic that I am really pleased with this figure. It's just such a great, iconic version of Bane, and he looks phenomenal. Look at him. It's Bane. It's exactly what you'd want from a McFarlane Bane figure. So really stoked to have him. I think he looks awesome. Yeah, not much more else to say as far as what I think about the figure. He looks amazing. Without further ado, let's go and see how he looks with some other figures next to him. Alright, so there is the new McFarlane Bane in the center, next to the Three Jokers Batman, and the original DC Direct Nightfall Bane. So there you go. You can kind of see how he stacks up with the both of them. So I will be honest with you, he is probably a little too big as far as how he should really look. Like, in the comic books, I think in the traditional Nightfall storyline, which I read in the 90s live because I'm old, he looked more like this version of Bane as far as like how he stacks up next to Batman. He's definitely bigger than Batman, but like not like Incredible Hulk bigger than Batman. So the one on the right is definitely probably more realistic to how he should be in the comic books. I don't know how he's depicted these days, but in the traditional Nightfall storyline, you know, he was a big dude who got bigger with the Venom, but didn't turn into the Incredible Hulk, which is what McFarlane released. It's ridiculous, and I love it. I mean, it is a really huge figure, but it still totally works. I think he looks great next to that Three Jokers Batman. This Three Jokers Batman is already on the bigger side, so you know he looks great next to him. I can't. What am I talking about? I can't complain about this. Yeah, he's huge, but he's on Venom, so we'll just explain it away with that. But yeah, he looks amazing. So back to the original Bane. This one on the right from DC Direct is definitely more of a traditional look to Bane. That's how he looked in the Nightfall comics. But honestly, I like the new Bane more. I'll go there. You know, the new Bane is just looks so rad. I mean, it's just I love it. I love the tubes, the green, the belts, all of it. It just looks fantastic. So love the classic DC Direct version, but I'm gonna have to say that the new McFarlane Bane is gonna be my go-to Bane. From now on. It's just such a great figure. Can't wait to put him on the shelf and display him proudly. So yeah, I think McFarlane knocked it out of the park with this Bane, in my opinion. Again, the articulation, a little bit lacking just because of the sculpt, but you know, you guys have watched my videos, you know I value the sculpt more than the articulation, so it works fine for me. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this figure, if you're as stoked as I am about it. But other than that, that's about it. As always, I'll have much more content on my Instagram channels, more pictures and comparisons and reels and yada, yada, yada. Thank you for watching this video. Really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch my little videos here. Really appreciate your support. Thanks so much, and have a great day.